¿Qué piensas de tu rendimiento, de tu gol, de tus pases decisivos?
Bueno, yo creo que lo que sea para ayudar al equipo siempre está bien.
Always when I can help the team, I do my best.
Lo importante que es eso, que el equipo se siente a gusto con el balón, sin el balón.
Yeah, the most important thing is that the team is pleased when we have the ball and even when we don't have the ball.
What sort of test do Rotherham face for Leeds this afternoon?
¿Qué tipo de reto, de desafío vamos a tener esta tarde con Rotherham?
Bueno, cada partido es muy complicado.
Each game is a difficult one.
Y bueno, hoy nos esperamos contra un equipo que es recién ascendido.
It's a team that just got promoted.
Que viene con mucha ilusión de hacer un gran partido en nuestro estadio.
They come with a lot of hope to make a good performance in our stadium.
Pero nosotros tenemos que seguir haciendo las cosas como los dos partidos anteriores.
But we have to keep doing what we did during the last games.
Just finally, huge crowd going to be expected today for a Yorkshire derby. How much are you looking forward to it?
El estadio va a estar lleno para el partido de hoy. ¿Cuál es su reacción?
Bueno, yo creo que en nuestro campo siempre los fans siempre vienen.
I think that the fans always come to support us.
Tenemos, yo creo que una afición impresionante.
Yeah, the fans are very impressive.
Y nosotros siempre intentamos jugar y hacer las cosas bien por ellos y para que se vayan contentos a casa.
English for everyone.
Marching not together.
Thanks, guys. Good luck today.
Thanks. Cheers.
Thank you. Simon Stice talking to LUTV there ahead of today's Yorkshire derby against Rotherham. Now, as you can hear, the atmosphere is certainly building here already at Elland Road, so I'm going to throw you back to Michael Waddock and Eddie Gray, who are your commentary team this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Emma. Good afternoon to you. Eddie Gray and myself really looking forward to Yorkshire derby action this afternoon. Leeds United against Rotherham United. That is our main feature, and Leeds have themselves a 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon kickoff as well. We'll have more from Emma with half-time analysis, of course. But let's start by bringing you the all-important team news this afternoon. Leeds United have reverted to the side then that started and was so impressive against Derby County 7 days ago in that 5:30 Saturday evening kickoff. So Leeds will start then with Bailey, Peacock, Farrell in goal. Back four, right to left of Luke Ayling, Gaetano Berardi, Liam Cooper and Barry Douglas. Calvin Phillips just sat in front of the four at the back, and then in front of him, Hernandez, Click, who's been amongst the goals this season as we know, Saiz and Alioski, and Kemar Roof, who's already had 2 Man of the Match awards so far this year. He leads the line. A familiar looking 11 as selected by Marcelo Bielsa, the Leeds United head coach there. We'll have a look at the Rotherham United team, and it seems to me certain that their manager Paul Warne has set them up to try and defend here, because they start with 5 across the back. In goal for them, number 1, Marek Rodak. Zach Weiner will play number 2, will play the wing-back role, part of that back 5. He'll play just inside, or outside rather, of Semi Ajayi. Also in the centre, their captain Richard Wood, vastly experienced player, and Sean Raggett coming into the team as well from their team that beat Ipswich 7 days ago. He did form part of the 11 that won in the Cup in midweek, and at left back for Rotherham, Joe Mattock. So Vaux will sit in front of them, and in front of him Taylor, Palmer and Williams, and the big man up front for them is number 24, Michael Smith. Let's have a look at the 2 sets of substitutes. Paul Warne, the Rotherham United manager, Marcelo Bielsa, the Leeds United head coach, have selected these players on the bench for you. Patrick Bamford, Tom Pearce, Jack Harrison, Jamal Blackman, Lewis Baker, Jamie Shackleton and Pontus Jansson all on the bench for Leeds. And on the bench for Rotherham United, Lawrence Bilbo, Jamie Proctor, David Ball, Clark Robertson, Ryan Manning, their new signing this week, and Kyle Vassell and Joe Newell. So as far as Rotherham are concerned, they make a couple of changes then from that team that did well 7 days ago when they beat Ipswich 1-0 at the New York Stadium. A good win in midweek for them as well. They knocked Wigan out of the Carabao Cup. They face Everton in the next round. We know, of course, that Leeds United will have the visit of Preston North End here. And, well, the scene is very much set inside Elland Road. Let me describe it for you. 30-odd thousand people here. It's another warm afternoon. It's a little bit close this afternoon, a little bit humid out there, very warm pitch side, but lots of shirt sleeves in evidence here this afternoon as well. And it's 2 teams that have started the season, I think we would say, probably exceeding expectations. Leeds United, as we know, 100% record through to the next round of the Cup. 7 goals scored, 2 conceded against 2 of the more fancied teams in the division. And Rotherham United went to Brentford, lost badly on the opening day of the season. Difficult place to go, Griffin Park. Leeds have been on the wrong end of results down there in the past, as well, as Eddie was telling us earlier on, if you were watching on LUTV. But since then, couple of decent results for Rotherham, a team that many, I think, suspected would struggle in the division this year, beating Ipswich and beating Wigan. And we can hear now from Eddie Gray ahead of this game.
Well, I think the great thing, Michael, is just looking around the stadium again. You know, there's only one empty part of the stadium. I mean, unfortunately, Rotherham fans haven't sold out their allocation of tickets. You know, you can understand that as well. But, you know, you look around the rest of the stadium, it's packed, it's full. You know, it'd be a great noise today. I think the fans are really up for it. And it's great to see Ellen Road like this, you know, all the tiers open and, you know, people trying to get tickets to get to the game, you know, the excitement, the buzz within the stadium. And that all gets through to the players, you know, and the players love that. I mean, and I think that looking at the players now, you know, you're looking at the players walking on the bench, you know, Janssen, you know, and, you know, like, when you think of the type of players are there, you know, on the bench now, you know, you get Patrick Bamford walking on the bench. He scored the other night in his debut, you know. The players on that bench, they'll itching to go on to show what they can do.
Patrick Bamford, of course, as you mentioned, scored. Pontus Janssen was one of the first names on the team sheet a year ago, and at the moment struggling to get in the 11. This is LUTV.
He's been away with his international team, obviously, the World Cup. He's back a little bit later. But I'm sure if he gets his opportunity, he'll be desperate to take it.
Just having a look across to our right-hand side from our vantage point here inside Ellen Road to the south stand, and once again you can spot all the flags representing Bournemouth. Long journey for them on a Saturday. Essex, Warwickshire also out there as well. The real class of 92 flag is there. Lots of marching on together flags as well. And well, now our first glimpse of the two teams as they emerge from the tunnel down below us. Liam Cooper is the Leeds United captain, and as he emerges from that tunnel, he turns towards the fans gathered behind the bench, and he applauds them as he's led out by the match referee and the officials this afternoon. It's an arm around the shoulder for our mascots this afternoon, and then Liam Cooper takes up his position and leaps into the air. Alongside him, of course, Bailey Peacock-Farrell, who returns in goal. Little mistake for him, as we know, against Derby with the free kick there, but he comes back into the starting lineup. And Leeds United will be all in white again this afternoon. The white shirts, the white shorts and the white socks, with Bailey Peacock-Farrell all in green. And Liam Cooper leads the team down now to shake the hands of their opponents. The Rotherham United team are wearing the red and black tracksuit tops at the moment, the black shorts and the black socks. Those tracksuit tops will be discarded momentarily as their captain, the experienced Richard Wood, now leads his team down to shake hands with the match officials, and then they peel away to our right hand side towards the south stand. They ditch the tracksuit tops and they reveal their blue and their black shirts this afternoon as well. This is a Rotherham team that, you know, have come here before, and they've troubled Leeds, as we know, in the past. And well, as you were talking about earlier on, Eddie, when the expectation level rises at Ellen Road, the expectation level rises with these players, that has sometimes been the difficulty to make that step up.
Oh, there's no doubt, Michael, that's where we've failed in the past, making that step up in the expectation levels. But I think there's a different mindset at the football club now. I think the players are playing with so much confidence and belief that, you know, they'll overcome things like that.
That is something that Marcelo Bielsa has definitely brought to the club as well. That confidence, that belief, as we have 4 mascots, 3 from Leeds, 1 from Rotherham, stood in the centre circle at the moment. Referee this afternoon, incidentally, is Robert Jones. He is assisted by Sean Hudson and Mark Russell. And the 4th official this afternoon is John Brooks. The 2 captains have come across now just to get the customary pre-match photographs done. And now we'll have the toss of the coin. And Liam Cooper is the man to do that for Leeds, of course. And Liam Cooper and the referee and his assistants and his opposite number shake hands, and we are nearly good to go here. The Leeds United team are gathered in a small circle just midway inside the half that it looks like they will defend in this first half. They'll defend the Kop end, and they go into that customary pre-match huddle now. And the Rotherham United players now, they join them, all of them except their goalkeeper, who remains rooted on his line, Marek Rodak. He's not playing part of the huddle. There's a little bit of a team talk taking place now amongst the Rotherham United players. And the Leeds team, though, break up and peel away and take up their positions. Luke Ayling, right full-back, Berardi and Cooper in the middle, of course. Douglas left back, Calvin Phillips just in front of them too. Hernandez comes to this near side. Saiz in the middle there. Also Kemar Roof, and Johnny Alioski goes across to that far side, and Matthias Klick takes up his position. He started the season so well, hasn't he? Matthias Klick just on the edge of the centre circle. So it looks like we're good to go on LUTV. A reminder that today's match commentary brought to you by Deliveroo, your favourite restaurants delivered fast to your door. Download the Deliveroo app now and enjoy your favourite foods for dinner tonight. And the first act of this 90-minute drama is Rotherham United putting the ball straight into touch, and Luke Ayling having a Leeds United throw in midway inside the half that Leeds defend. He throws it back to Berardi, onto Cooper, and now a first touch this afternoon for Barry Douglas, restored to the starting lineup after missing the cup win in midweek. But well, Marcelo Bielsa made 8 changes for that game, but it worked for him. His team secured passage to the next round of the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup. So we are underway at Elland Road, and Leeds will be looking, I think, to start this game in exactly the same manner and style that they started the games against Stoke and Derby, and well, Rotherham will be trying to prevent that, and it's Smith who is bringing the ball forward for them now. Their big striker wearing 24 just plays that ball inside.
He done well, the big striker there. He got into that ball. You know, because Berardi was chasing him, he showed a good turn of foot for the big lad.
Well, Leeds bring the ball clear now, though. And they're up towards the halfway line with Hernandez on this near side. Lovely first touch from Hernandez. Forward by Klick.
Alioski.
In towards Alioski, seeming to have a bandage on his wrist, and he goes down inside the penalty area. It's no foul, though. No free kick, no penalty kick.
Well, it was a bit theatrical. I think he's getting a little word for the referee.
And it's gone behind, and it's going to be corner kick in the end. As he went down in towards the penalty area, he was just caught there in the end by Sean Raggett. But as Eddie said, a little bit theatrical. So Alioski, as I said, with a little bandage on the right-hand wrist. It's the right hand that's raised now as he looks to take this corner kick in towards that south stand, near post area. It's headed away by Will Vaulks. Comes out towards Hernandez again. And then the second touch, unfortunately for him, just Rotherham were able to get on the ball. And it will be Ryan Williams, who's got the Alice band in his hair, that clears it into touch, straight in towards that technical area.
Actually, he did well to get it away from there, you know, to be fair to him.
So it goes forward now towards Alioski again. Alioski and Saiz with a touch. Plays it back to Berardi. Berardi left-footed towards Ayling, hugging this near-side touchline. Leads a midway inside the half they attack now. And the ball goes inside towards Phillips.
That's what you can do, Calvin Phillips.
Lovely pass across to Douglas. Douglas then plays it back into Alioski. First time ball across goal.
Look at no, they made a run to the near post there.
And let me be the first to say it this afternoon. 2.5 minutes played and Leeds have started brightly.
Yeah, we've started brightly again. Lovely ball for Calvin Phillips. We were saying that, Michael, in the pre-match about very long breaking passes he hits. You know, from right to left, that was an example, picking out Douglas there.
Goal kick is taken. It's headed up and away by Luke Ayling. Back in there by Will Vaulks. Leeds have possession back with Kemar Roof now. Roof looking to have a little run here at Richard Words.
See, they're fighting so hard to win the balls back.
Just having a little look at the way that Rotherham United are lining up here. It looks to me as though it's a sort of like for like, if you like, with a 4-1-4-1 with Semi Ajayi, the player, just sort of playing in front, if you like, of the back four, wearing 5 for the Millers. Ball is with Saiz. Saiz, it's a lovely pass.
Nearly. He
nearly.
did well left back.
Mattock it was that.
He had to win it though, or Hernandez would have been right into the back post.
So the throw-in is to Klick. Klick here to Calvin Phillips. What can Calvin Phillips do? He strikes a goal. We've seen him do that before and score. Yeah. Not on this occasion. It's high and wide. So it's been a decent start again in this game for Leeds. And
the thing is, you just got to maintain it. You know, you got to keep it. You know, keep the pressure on them. Just wait for that break. Terrific noise
inside the ground again, as you would imagine. 30,000 plus crowd as the goal kick is taken.
It's away, I think. It's away.
Ayling that just allows it to go straight out the field of play. Throw in is taken quickly in towards Berardi. Wonder whether he will play centre-back for the majority of this season now. Gaetano Berardi having been more recognised as a full-back in the past. Ball over the halfway line with Calvin Phillips into Samu Saiz, and now Berardi, who's right on the halfway line. Little give and go here with Samu Saiz. Saiz has turned away from Ajayi. Didn't have the run of Douglas as he looked to try and play
it. Though, poor ball. I mean, unusual for him. Simple pass as well. I mean, it was on from just a simple pass there.
Tried to play it out towards that left-hand side. Too much on it, though. And Douglas couldn't make up the ground. Throw into Rotherham. It's a Leeds header, though, on the halfway line. Ball is back in by Viner. Chase for Smith. Berardi is across there. And Berardi it is that touches it back to Bailey Peacock-Farrell. He just plays it out to Calvin Phillips. Phillips's ball then was nearly caught there by Ryan Williams over on this near side. Williams playing, if you like, a kind of left midfield role.
I don't think it was a great ball for the goalkeeper, Calvin Phillips. It was a bit dodgy. I think Calvin did to think, I've got to knock this first time, you know.
There's playing it out of defence, and there's sometimes the need just to put your boot through it, if you like. Ajayi looks to try and play it into Taylor here. Taylor's just got away from Douglas. Alioshi's having to come back and defend as well. Taylor gets his ball in, but it's high and wide and behind.
Yeah.
And this will not be an easy task for all the reasons that we've spoken about in the build-up to kick-off. This Rotherham team, promoted team, of course, come to Elland Road on the back of a couple of wins. They'll take a lot of heart, a lot of confidence from that. As Bailey Peacock-Farrell plays another short one out, this time to Matthias Klick. And once again, they're looking to try and play the ball out of defence. And, well, again, Bailey Peacock-Farrell's ball in towards Gaetano Berardi. Didn't give Berardi a lot of options.
It's all right playing it out, but you can't have people within 5 or 6 yards of you when you're getting a ball like that, a defender.
So it's going to be a goal kick, so no harm done, if you like. With 6.5 minutes played then on LUTV. If you're listening to us in the UK and Ireland on the Match Day Pass, it's goalless. If you're watching us around the world for the first time this season, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Glad to have you along. Good to have you along for another, what we hope will be a glorious ride to the Premier League. It's Leeds breaking again now with the ball forward in towards Alioski once more. Ajayi's across there, but the pace of the ball.
Too much on it.
Pace of the ball was
good run
too
for
much.
Alioski. Douglas nearly picked him out.
So it's going to be another goal kick here. Marek Rodak is the man keeping goal for Rotherham this afternoon. Didn't play Rodak in the win over Wigan. His ball forward is cut out by Cooper on the edge of the Leeds penalty area, away by Douglas.
It's a little bit slack with some of the passing just now.
Just a ball straight out into touch. It's going to be
no see them rushing Michael.
Well, you could see what their intention was straight away when you saw the lineup as well. They have been playing 4-4-2 this season, but it's a 4-1-4-1 with Ajayi very much a defensive-minded player, just sat in front of that back four. It's with Raggett now. Raggett's ball forward, looking for Smith. Cut out though by Douglas. Did well Douglas to take that one down, then acrobatically away by Johnny Alioski, but to nobody, unfortunately.
It's not going to get the park.
Still in play, actually, And it's with the goalkeeper, who's right over on that far side touchline. His ball forward, headed on by Smith here and away by Berardi.
He's a big lad to centre forward. He'll win his fair share of headers. You wouldn't like them to get too many set plays.
Speaking ahead of this game to LUTV, Marcelo Bielsa said, I think we'll have the same starters as Stoke and Derby. That's exactly what he did. He was talking about Derby games. This, I guess, his first experience of a Yorkshire derby. He says we have additional passion during Derby games. The result has an impact on the fans, and obviously we will take into account this reality as the ball goes forward towards Kemar Roof here, and across there was Richard Wood.
Did well a defender. Good run for Kemar Roof. He says about that, him running in between defenders. Had
some words to say about Calvin Phillips as well, Marcelo Bielsa. But let's see what happens from this Leeds United throw-in. 10 yards up from the corner flag over on that far side. It's thrown in towards Hernandez. Hernandez's ball is behind. It's more time and space there than
he thought. That was the thing. He rushed it. He had more time than he thought there, Pablo. I think he thought somebody must have been up his back. He could have turned and got the ball under control without trying to hit it in the half volley.
He acknowledged his mistake as well, just with the hand to his teammates. Just for a moment, everything stopped as far as Rotherham United were concerned in defence there, and let Hernandez roam free.
You've got to give credit to Rotherham. They've done well, last season. Did really well.
Mattock with the throw in for Rotherham. Up towards Smith again. Smith's got the overlapping run here of Williams, but the ball and the move breaks down over on this near side. Rotherham have another throw in here, and once again it'll be their fullback Joe Mattock.
Big centre forward doesn't look bad. He looks to have a good touch on the ball for a big lad.
There's a lot of movement from him as well, isn't there?
When they throw us into the box, a couple of big lads in there for the throw.
Will Vaux, it is, wearing 4, who's taken up a position now near the advertising hoarding as he looks to have a 5-yard run up to this one. Now he launches it in towards that near post area. It's over the head of Ajayi. Goalkeeper comes and collects it. Bailey Peacock-Farrell, he rolls it out this time. It's to Samu Saiz, who's got Alioski making a run ahead of him. Referee waves play on after a little foul, if you like, there by Williams on Saiz, but Saiz has continued his run. Now he pings it across to this near side. Hernandez, well, at the second time of asking, gets the ball under control. Then Ajayi looks to try and bring the ball clear, and that will be a Leeds throw-in.
They're working hard to get the balls back, though, Leeds, even when they lose them.
Bad throw that from Luke Ayling. Foul throw. Well, it just sort of slipped out of his hands, really.
He's got to get it. It was a foul throw.
I thought for a moment he wasn't going to, but...
I think the players all looked at me, what are you going to do? Because he tried to throw it, and it didn't come out of his hands till he was here, and it just slipped over the top.
A little bit of comedy, if you like, inside the ground from Luke Ayling. He's got the ball under control now. He hangs one up in the air. Douglas underneath that one. The header, though, was won by Taylor, wearing 11 on the halfway line for Rotherham, but his header went to Berardi, and Berardi now plays it to Ayling. Ayling's ball forward towards Kemar Roofe. Roofe with a little touch to Phillips, and Phillips plays it back to Kemar Roofe. Roofe now switches it out left-hand side to Douglas, and Douglas on here towards Alioski. Alioski with that ball in, looking for Hernandez, away by Mattock.
Good defending. But we're just probing just now. Well played, look.
Lovely little touch to turn away from Williams there. Ayling with the ball in towards the penalty area. Might come here to Kemar Roofe inside the area. Roofe looking for a shooting opportunity. He found one but put it wide of the post.
Unlucky. He made the opening well for himself. I was just waiting to see that Nestler in the top corner. Just never get round the ball enough, but he made the opening.
Wasn't far away at all.
He'll be disappointed with that, though. I think he'll be thinking I should have hit the target there, because he'd made the opening lovely.
Just showed as well the way he set that up for himself, how confident he must be at the moment. Goal kick comes to Hernandez, near side. He plays it back to Bailey Peacock-Farrell. We're 13 minutes in on LUTV. Leeds 0, Rotherham 0 in the Yorkshire derby. Barry Douglas in possession now. He trots up towards that halfway line, over on that far side of the ground. Then plays the ball in towards Liam Cooper. Cooper plays it up to Matthias Klick, who is on the halfway line. And now he drives forward, wearing the orange boots. Little ball in towards Hernandez, into Saiz. It's very congested in and around the edge of the area, but it comes out to Berardi. Berardi with the right pass to Ayling. Ayling now looks to play it in towards Hernandez. It's a lovely pass. Hernandez tries to cut it back, and it was away by Richard Wood. Williams, and then it's cleared away eventually by Vaux. Up towards Smith. I'll say this for the first 14 minutes. It's been entertaining.
Yeah.
Now the ball goes forward from a Rotherham point of view. Cooper's the covering defender, and he plays it back to Bailey Peacock-Farrell under a bit of pressure from Palmer. Out to Douglas, and now Matthias Klick drives forward again. And he had to go out on loan, of course, last season. He was out of the plans. Lovely touch from Roofe, back to Klick. And now Alioski again. Alioski appeals for handball against Zach Viner.
Not going to get a handball for that.
Not given edge of the area. It's cleared up towards Smith, but he's a lonely presence as far as Rotherham are concerned at the moment. He does make a nuisance of himself, then concedes a free kick.
No, a great ball for Alioski there. He had an opportunity to get it in. It was a great move. Matthias Klich done well again.
Spelling.
He looks a different player, doesn't he?
Really must have done the trick for him. Here's Saiz, edge of the area. Saiz goes for goal. Goalkeeper Rodak diving.
Never really caught it, but made the opening again, once again.
Had an option, didn't he, with Alioski? But
the option was on to shoot. You don't pass it when you're there. Look at the position he's in. He's inside the box nearly. He's got to have a go at the target there.
As he showed on Tuesday, can score from those kind of positions. 15 on the clock. Not the best of kicks that from Rodak. Ajayi in the middle though wins the header up towards Smith, but Berardi is there. Breaks here towards Taylor. Taylor wearing 11. Well, he goes flying over, and he's going to get a yellow card here, Taylor, for simulation. Well, it was Douglas that was the Leeds player, and Douglas was furious with him. And it's a yellow card shown there to John Taylor. Trying to win a free kick. And the chance of We All Love Leeds builds from around four corners of this wonderful ground, Ellen Road. Leeds with the free kick, which Cooper just side foots to Gaetano Berardi, and Berardi then puts his head down.
Just as I was saying, when Berardi's went forward, look at the position Calvin Phillips has took up. Just fills in now.
Ayling and Klich working it, with Hernandez joining in now. Hernandez ball in towards the penalty area. It's away by Viner. Only as far as Saiz. Saiz to Douglas. Douglas trying to ping that cross in. It's blocked. Might come back to Douglas. He allows it to bounce. Now he has it under control. Does well, Douglas. Plays the ball off as well to Alioski, sorry. Roof in amongst it as well. Here is Saiz. Ajayi, though, is the player that brings the ball clear. You can see what he's in the team for. And now Mattock and Klich go sliding in together. Mattock is the player that seems to come off worse.
I think he's okay.
And the referee comes over and has a little word with Matthias Klich. Not a lot in it when you have a little look at the replay. Just two players keen to get the ball. It's interesting you pointed out what Calvin Phillips was doing. I'll just read what the manager said in the press conference. He said he's a player who plays simple. He's good from a defensive point of view, but also has the skills to play more forward. He has the capacity to score goals. When you avoid receiving a goal, it's almost as good as scoring.
Yeah.
Or it is as good as scoring, I should say. Ball goes forward now from Mattock. That is Marcelo Bielsa on Calvin Phillips in a couple of sentences, and it's Phillips with the defensive header there, up towards Kemar Roof. And Alioski to Douglas. Douglas to Cooper. Cooper's edge of the penalty area. Now he plays it out to Berardi. Berardi's had a look to this right-hand side, and he's picked out Ayling. Ayling will play it across now to his captain. Ayling, remember, had the captain's armband on Tuesday night for the cup victory. Ball across to Cooper. Cooper to Douglas. Douglas plays one low into the heart of the penalty area. It goes to the goalkeeper, who has to kick it first time. Up towards Smith. Phillips with a ball now towards Pablo Hernandez. Hernandez into Roof. Roof with a little touch outside of the foot, but Phillips' pass is unfortunately for him to Mattock. And now it's back in defence here with Raggett. So Zach Viner, and Viner plays it back into his penalty area, and his goalkeeper all in yellow, including the luminous yellow gloves and the blonde hair, Marek Rodak. His ball forward, on by Smith. It was a good header towards Williams as well. Williams couldn't take it on. It was cut out by Cooper.
I must say, in the last instance, I thought it was unfortunate to get a free kick when Berardi went into him in the middle of the park. I think they were looking for one. I don't think they were too pleased on the Rotherham bench.
Here's Calvin Phillips on the halfway line. Little pass, the simple pass, as Marcelo Bielsa would say, to Klich. Here's Roof. Roof's got Saiz. He's also got Hernandez. Hernandez edge of the penalty area, chased by Mattock. Comes out to Matthias Klich. Is he going to shoot? He does. It's blocked and it's away by Ajayi. Ajayi with the clearance after the block by Wood. Now it comes in towards Ayling.
Too much on the ball. It was on as well. Just the passing of it is just not as accurate as it's been, you know, because that was on. You know, Ayling had made the run. Just overhit by Pablo Hernandez there.
Just approaching 19.5 minutes on LUTV.
They'll be delighted to see this 20-minute mark pass without conceding a goal.
Leeds 0, Rotherham 0. Today's match commentary brought to you by Deliveroo. Your favourite restaurants delivered fast to your door. Download the Deliveroo app now and enjoy your favourite foods for dinner tonight. Rotherham have a goal kick. Marcelo Bielsa is sat. A little look at the watch for him. He knows 20 minutes is up. He's perched on
listen, he's an experienced enough manager to know that you're not going to run over a team, top of teams goal-wise every week. You know, you've got to be patient, you know, and keep playing, and they'll get the breaks. But he'll be sitting there thinking, yeah, they started okay. You know, with one or two little half chances to score goals.
On the halfway line now with Douglas. Douglas just plays a little ball inside to Calvin Phillips. Phillips trying to play it into Samu Saiz. It was one there by Vaux. And now the ball is brought clear by Palmer, wearing 8. Palmer looking to play it to Smith. Smith heads the ball on. Vaux heads it back towards Smith here. Important header from Berardi, just to play the ball out a little bit wide for Smith. But Smith has support in the shape of Ryan Williams. Williams with the cross in. Flying defensive header from Luke Ayling. Comes out as far as Semi Ajayi. Ajayi plays it back to Wood on the halfway line. Wood pings that ball forward. Williams, first time ball in this time. 2 black shirts to aim for in the middle. Might come here to Smith, trying to get it under control, edge of the penalty area. And Leeds get it clear, only as far though as Palmer. Good little spell of possession. This time it's Mattock with the ball in. Away by Douglas. Comes out again, and a shot which is blocked by Cooper to deny Will Vaux. And Matthias Klipp plays it back to the keeper.
Yeah, a nice little spell for them. I tell you what, they're giving a good account of themselves so far.
Leeds are in a contest, that's for certain. Bailey Peacock-Farrell with the ball out towards Calvin Phillips. Phillips plays it out left-hand side with Douglas on the halfway line. Douglas plays it back to Phillips, who'd continued his run. Now it goes wide again, and there's plenty of movement inside the penalty area.
We'll get somebody in the box.
Alioski.
Yep.
Now it comes to Calvin Phillips again. Roof wants it. It's Alioski to Kemar Roof. Now the ball comes in from Luke Ayling.
No, you've got to pick your men that are in there. I mean, Pablo Hernandez in at the back post, you don't knock that in there. You know, you've got to know your players, you know. He's never going to get to anyway. He doesn't really want it up in there.
Yeah, just a lofted one in from Ayling to no one in particular.
That's where you've got to be a little bit more patient. I think Luke Ayling's best effort there should have been to knock it out to Samuel Saiz on the right. It's the best option for him, I think.
This is Williams. Williams and Mattock looking to combine down this near side. Have won a free kick here.
Now this is where we need to concentrate today now, Michael, because I feel sure this ball will be knocked in the box. We're sending all the central defenders up, and the big boy is sitting in front in the middle of the park, and the centre forward, you know.
You've got Ajayi who's got some height. Smith who's got some height, of course. So it's Mattock that's going to play this ball in. And also forward is Wood and Raggett. So it's Mattock, left-footed delivery, not the best. Not the best, so we'll take that.
Hit the front man for there with all the big guys up. I mean, that's criminal.
And now it's all the way back to the goalkeeper, who's under a bit of pressure from Hernandez. Ajayi's still in an offensive position. He was the target, he heads it on, but it's out the field of play. That must be so frustrating there.
Frustrating for the central defenders. The manager just shook his head as if to say, "What? All you need to do is clip the ball." He's trying to whip it in. You know, just go and clip it in there. You know, just drive it in there with a bit of height. Give him an opportunity.
One manager with the t-shirt and the arms folded, stood on the edge of his technical area, opposite number Marcelo Bielsa in the tracksuit. As his team just about keep the ball in play. Once again, it's all very intricate in and around the edge of the penalty area at the moment. It's with Liam Cooper, his virtually on his goal line. It's a dangerous ball. And in the end, Bailey Peacock-Farrell denies Williams, who was coming in. Leeds nearly punished there for not getting the ball clear from the edge of their penalty area.
Well, that was disastrous. He should have scored. What an opportunity.
Well, I think the goalkeeper did really well here. It was Cooper's mistake.
But I mean, he hits it straight at him. I mean, he spread his body well. It's a great save, but he's got to score.
Big chance.
The funny thing is, he's that much in the clear. When he's got to see the goalkeeper dive, and he just pulls it inside him and rolls into the net.
All Bailey Peacock Farrell could
It's
do
just
there
dive.
was
He
just
sold himself.
yeah.
He just pull it back and just roll it in.
Well, big chance.
Our best chance of the game.
Rotherham should be in front. Vaux it is with this resulting throw and in towards that near post again.
Oh.
And again, it's Smith the target there.
That's her ball.
Throw in and a chance to relieve just a little bit of pressure here. What an opportunity for Ryan Williams.
And it's there again. Look, he's dived across. He just takes it in the gap.
It's his first start in the league for Rotherham this season. Williams did start in the cup, hasn't scored yet.
See that final pass today, just in that last third, we're just a little bit off today with the final ball. That's a wake-up call, though. But
well, the signs were there earlier on in the game, weren't they?
I see them passes again.
Another pass this time.
Hit passes. The same precision's just not there just now. He's got to pick it up.
That one was intended to be towards Luke Ayling, and it was straight into touch in the end. Didn't give Ayling a lot of chance. Ayling's header this time from that resulting throw-in.
The one thing I've noticed they're doing today, Michael, and I've not seen in previous games, too many passes at the back. You know, goalkeepers getting them, knocking them really short all the time. Okay, not one shot, but then turn and look forward. I mean, that's why we nearly lost a goal. You know, the centre-back's trying to play. I don't know if he's trying to play at the goalkeeper or he's trying to play it across the pitch.
Saiz up to Kamar Roof, just outside the edge of the penalty area. Kamar Roof, little touch there, and Roof inside the area now. Ball breaks wide to Douglas. Douglas ball in. Roof couldn't reach it. Might come out to Ayling! On a half volley, just put it wide of the post.
Hit it well. Good strike. It's not that far wide.
Sat up lovely for him.
Did.
Lee's just
just catch you on the full. Not that far away. Wasn't that far away. Just bending away for the goal all the time though.
27 minutes approaching. Leeds 0, Rotherham 0. If you're listening in the UK and Ireland, or if you're watching around the world. It's Rotherham though here with Taylor. It's come off the inside of the post.
I think the goalkeeper saved that, you know. I think he saved. Did he save it? It just come off the post. No, he couldn't have saved. I thought he got a touch there. Tell you what a strike that was.
Well, we've seen some efforts on goal in the last few minutes in this game.
That's the best of the lot of them. He didn't have to that.
Off the inside of the post and rolled away to safety with Bailey Peacock Farrell beaten.
Oh yeah.
John Taylor. What a strike.
Well, if we didn't think we were going to be in the game before it, we are now.
Can't take your eyes off this one. It's energetic, it's frenetic, it's entertaining, and it's goalless. Ayling taking on Williams towards Hernandez, trying to play in Matthias Klick, throw into Leeds on this near side.
Well played.
Here's Ayling, edge of the penalty area.
Oh.
It's going to be a Leeds corner kick after Vaux put the ball behind.
Yeah, unnecessary that.
So, corner kick in front of the south stand on 28.5 minutes. Phillips is forward, Cooper's forward.
These little slices of luck, you know, you need them in games, Michael.
Ayling's forward as well. Douglas opts to play the ball back towards Matthias Klick. Klick then plays it across to Alioski. Alioski ball forward in towards the penalty area looking for Saiz. Saiz gets the ball, but then Williams it is that comes across.
You know, like that shot they had there, Michael, you know, it hit the inside of the post. If it hits the post full on, you can easily come back off the goalkeeper, because he's full stretch of goalkeeper.
It just spun away to safety.
Right away, yeah.
Now, Leeds have a throw in here. We've had a really entertaining passage of play in the last few minutes.
Oh, at the wrong end.
Ayling's chance as well.
Yeah, that was
maybe.
a good strike.
Here's Berardi. Here's Saiz. Saiz's ball, that one's overhit.
No.
Again, just that final ball at the
Pass
moment.
of the night.
So half an hour, time to take stock. Third of the way through the game on LUTV. Leeds 0, Rotherham 0.
He'll be thinking they deserve to be to level, you know, if no up.
Goal kick's taken forward over the head of Alioski. Here's Calvin Phillips. Phillips looks to try and play one towards Douglas, but it's won by Taylor, who hit the post a few moments ago. Taylor's got Smith to aim for in the middle. Taylor's ball in, it's on by Williams.
Good header.
Good header down. Goalkeeper got across and made the save. But it is the visitors at the moment who are having a purple patch in this game.
Good header.
Marcelo Bielsa's side, not for the first time this season, under a little bit of pressure. They have had pressure in games before. As Berardi brings the ball forward. Berardi switches it across to Alioski. It's a nice ball. Douglas making the overlapping run down that left-hand side. Trying to thread it in towards Douglas. Comes back to Alioski. He plays it to Saiz. Saiz in a central position in towards Hernandez. Hernandez was trying to play it one more right to Ayling, and it was won there by Williams. Back is Saiz. And Williams brings the ball forward. And he does really well there, Williams. Up towards Smith. Smith then looks to try and lay it on to Palmer.
Oh, dear goodness.
Well, Matt Palmer's shot is just over the top in the end.
Great move. Last few minutes, Michael, we've been getting a bit of run around. You know? They've been knocking balls into the box and creating opportunities.
For all we purr and wax lyrical about the likes
that was a good move.
Hernandez and Saiz, it was Ryan Williams there with a nutmeg and taking 2 or 3 men on.
And good play for the big centre forward as well, holding it and laying it off. I think the missed chances come back to haunt them.
Well, we hope so. Ball forward there by Bailey Peacock Farrell was won by Mattock. On the halfway line now, Leeds have it with Matthias Klich. Klich to Cooper. And Cooper then plays it across the back line here to Douglas. Douglas to Alioski. Alioski is hugging that touchline. Midway inside the half that Leeds attack. Plays the ball inside to Calvin Phillips. Phillips to Kemar Roof. He's got the run of Samu Saiz ahead of him. Kemar Roof looked to go for goal. Blocked though by Ajayi. Ajayi on the edge of the penalty area. Now it goes wide to Douglas again. Here's Calvin Phillips once more. And once more it's Semi Ajayi with the block.
Just a wee bit desperate, some of the odd efforts we're trying, and now long way out. Well played.
Matthias Klich bringing the ball forward. Semi Ajayi chases after him, but Klich gets away from him. He's inside the penalty area. Support from Alioski. Taylor was coming back. Alioski was dumped on the floor. No free kick though. Ball comes in now from Douglas towards Ayling perhaps. Wood with the header clear. Comes out to Samu Saiz, edge of the penalty area. Saiz, what can he do here? He's got blue and black shirts all around him, but Saiz plays that ball wide. There's a look from Douglas to see what his options are. Plays it into Alioski. Back to Douglas. And now Calvin Phillips bringing the ball forward as well. Sideways pass to Matthias Klich. Central position. 10 yards outside the edge of the area here for Saiz. Saiz plays it back and it's Klich with the effort.
Okay. Good effort. Good strike.
Well, we've got half-time highlights and analysis coming your way with Emma shortly.
Plenty to look at.
Plenty to talk about. Matthias Klich has scored a couple.
Still 12 minutes. He struck up beautifully. Oh.
Not far away at all. So goal kick to Rotherham United. Header on there by
we
Smith.
did say the big centre forward had won his share of them, didn't we?
Leeds have it back now with Douglas, and Leeds will look to try and break here. There's white shirts getting forward in numbers. Here's Calvin Phillips. This is Berardi. Berardi brings the ball across the halfway line and takes it forward and plays it wide to Ayling. Ayling looks to try and, well,
try to knock it through his legs, you know, it's...
That one was through the legs of Smith by Berardi that time. And then Berardi plays it back to Cooper. And it's Douglas bringing the ball forward. And he's got an option wide. It's Alioski wide on the left. Now up level with the edge of the area. Alioski with the ball in towards Samu Saiz. Richard Wood, the captain, did well. And he's furious with his keeper.
I think his goalkeeper should commentate. I think the goalkeeper should commentate. Where did he head it? Inside the 6-yard box.
2 yards off the goal line, was it?
I mean, when you look at it, I mean, goalkeeper's got to come for that. I mean, it's hanging in the air as well.
Well, another corner kick, which Barry Douglas will take for Leeds in front of this south stand. Is this the moment, 10 minutes to the half-time interval, that they will erupt? As ball comes in towards that 6-yard area, Semi Ajayi is the player that heads it clear. It's back in though by Douglas, first time. And it will break it to Johnny Alioski. Alioski looks to try and switch it, and Berardi with a touch to Hernandez. Hernandez now looks to ping it from right to left. It's over the head of Kemar Roof. Douglas is the player right on the goal line. He's got the full back across there as well. Roof's in some space here. Roof with the ball in towards the back post.
There's too much on it. Decent ball in. It's a bit too much pace.
Well, you're watching LUTV. And today's match commentary is brought to you by Deliveroo. Your favourite restaurants delivered fast to your door. Download the Deliveroo app now and enjoy your favourite foods for dinner tonight. Leeds United 0, Rotherham 0. 36 minutes played on LUTV. Big crowd inside Ellen Road, and it's a big crowd that have seen an entertaining first half where Rotherham have probably, well, definitely had the better of the chances. Leeds have peppered Rodak's goal with some efforts, but haven't really forced the goalkeeper into making any clear-cut saves
No,
yet.
really.
At the other end, meanwhile, Bailey Peacock-Farrell has had to make 1 or 2 saves and seen one come off the inside of his post and away to safety. Now Bailey Peacock-Farrell's played that one out there towards Ayling. Ayling plays it back to Peacock-Farrell, and he then plays it out to Cooper. And once again, Leeds looking to play it out from the back. Yeah. Up towards Calvin Phillips now. Phillips plays it wide to Douglas. Douglas then forward towards Kemar Roof. Roof doesn't win that header, Raggett does. Underneath it is Samu Saiz.
Well played.
Saiz comes away with the ball, gets some applause as well. 37 minutes played now. Gaetano Berardi to Pablo Hernandez. Hernandez with a look.
No. May get away with it.
Now in the end it's cleared by Zach Weiner.
It was a good clearance as well. Knocked it for there right over the halfway line.
It's just another final ball though that was something or nothing. In the end proved to be nothing. Leeds have possession in their own half at the moment with Gaetano Berardi. Berardi plays it left-footed out towards Ayling. Ayling pings that ball back first time to Berardi, and Berardi trots forward and now plays it out wide, right-hand side again with Ayling. Ayling level, edge of the penalty area, creates a bit of space for himself. Lovely little ball in towards Matthias Klich. Klich tries to ping it up towards the penalty spot, but it's headed away by Taylor, up towards Smith, Williams. And now the player he goes flying over.
Yeah, he's definitely held the ball up well from the centre forward, isn't he? Yeah.
Hawks wins that free kick for Rotherham. Pushing the back by Calvin Phillips.
There's no doubt about it, yeah, it was a free kick. The fans could moan all they want about that, but he's going to get a free kick for that.
So it's going to be a free kick which Joe Mattock will take. Mattock, left-footed delivery. A really good header, clear that by Liam Cooper. We'll come to the other fullback now, Zach Weiner on the halfway line. He plays it forward towards Palmer, and Palmer plays it to Raggett. Raggett inside his own half, it's a long one forward. That will go straight through to Bailey Peacock-Farrell. Peacock-Farrell runs across his goal mouth and he's thrown it out to Gaetano Berardi. Berardi On towards Calvin Phillips, who gives possession away to Williams. Williams in turn to Smith. There's blue and black shirts getting forward in numbers here. It's with Palmer. He's got Taylor outside of him. He's got Smith going through the middle. Here's Taylor. Taylor goes for goal.
Yeah. They're not frightened to have a pop, are they?
Well, it's worked for them. Well, nearly worked for them before.
Yeah.
That occasion it was well wide.
But we're just giving the ball away a bit too easily today.
Impressed by Williams, Palmer and Taylor in their midfield.
Yeah. They're working extremely hard.
Rotherham do not look like a side that are going to struggle badly at the foot of this division that a few people maybe predicted for them in the summer. A few people were predicting to me that this could be 5 or 6 this afternoon. It's
Still could be.
Still could be, you're right. Looks a long way off that at the minute. Here's Hernandez breaking towards the edge of the penalty. Hernandez with the ball in, up towards Roof. It was just above his head.
Just couldn't get to it.
And Viner was able just to get something on it and got the ball away. That could have been a breakthrough moment just before the interval as well. If they were to go behind Rotherham, that's when you'd check out their mentality and kind of spirit they have. As Taylor brings the ball forward again.
Did well.
Oh, in towards Smith, edge of the penalty area. He's got Vaux for company. Here is Vaux. Vaux with the shot. Appeals, a few half-hearted appeals. Certainly appeals from the bench for hands. Handball on the edge of the area as the block came in.
No, the players appealed.
No. Up towards Samu Saiz in the centre circle now. He's got Kemar Roof ahead of him. He's got support from Hernandez. It was a good run from Saiz. He wants it back. Hernandez with the ball in. Now appeals for handball. Referee says no this time.
The other end.
Is it Taylor? Well, we've had appeals now at both ends of the pitch. Big appeals that time as that ball got whipped into the penalty area.
You're going to win this 32,000 supporting you.
Now Saiz bringing the ball forward. Saiz to Hernandez. Hernandez with the ball in towards Kemaru. Roof's header. Sliding in there was Alioski, but the goalkeeper Rodak got there first.
Just couldn't get the power on it. You had to generate a lot of power because it was just floated across, you know. It was a decent enough header, but it was always going to be the goalkeeper. Alioski's not far away from it. A wee bit further away than you think. It's always a goalkeeper's ball.
Rodak gave a rather withering look to Johnny Alioski, as if to say, what are you doing putting your boot there in the presence of my head? Now there's going to be a Leeds free kick here as Berardi is the player brought down. 3 minutes to the interval. Leeds 0, Rotherham 0.
Keenly contested this game.
Sum this match up in 2 words. I think keenly contested is as good as you're going to get, Eddie. Now Berardi to Hernandez. Hernandez into Ayling. Ayling with the cross in, and it's away by Wood. There's Berardi again. Now Hernandez. Hernandez, edge of the area, little ball in, might come out to Ayling, doesn't quite get there.
Berardi did well there.
Here's Saiz now. Saiz with a turn. Saiz runs level with the edge of the penalty area. Has Matthias Klipp for company. Referee was just in the way there. Klipp plays it out wide to Douglas. Douglas in towards Samu Saiz again. Saiz, is this where he just dinks one in towards the penalty area, or does he have a shot himself? He's been challenged by 2 or 3. Goes over, has support from Hernandez. Hernandez to Phillips. Phillips to Klick, and then in towards Alioski, but blocked. Blocked by the fullback, and now Saiz does race in towards the penalty area. And the player who is there defending for Rotherham United is Joe Mattock, their fullback. They've also got a player down at the moment, Will Vaux, on the edge of the area. And it looks like
he's okay.
Rotherham physio, Stephen Gilpin, but I don't think he's going to be required. South Stand finding their voices. Minute or so remaining of this first half. Don't forget, we'll have half-time scores with Emma. We'll hear an update from Adam Forshaw at half-time as well about how he is getting on as far as his rehab is concerned with his injury. That to come very shortly on LUTV with Emma Jones. to try and create something as we approach stoppage time at the end of this first 45. All eyes on the fourth official at the moment. Fourth official, John
Can it be much?
Brooks. Minute.
No, minute, yeah. I mean, there's nothing major.
Got a ball in
He needs
towards
to get one
Alioski.
now.
Here's Berardi.
He's going to hit one.
Berardi's going to strike. It takes a deflection, moved in the air, and the goalkeeper had to push it up and over the top.
Good strike.
Well, Eddie, you called it. You knew exactly what was on his mind, Gaetano Berardi.
He's going to hit it, yeah. Could tell.
Into a minimum 60 seconds. Goalkeeper just pushed it up and over the top. Corner
Could be an
kick.
important corner kick, this.
Moved a lot in the air, that one. I think
Did.
it might have been a little touch from a player on the way through as well. But corner kick is taken in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and Luke Ayling. And it's going to be a goal kick.
Well, he's gave the goal kick anyway. Yeah. I don't think he had a clue, and in that circumstance, he usually come down in favour of defenders.
Everyone in the south stand thought it was a corner kick.
They always do.
There's more of them.
No, they always do.
They can't all be wrong. No one knew. No one knew who got the last touch on that one. Well, we've got the benefit of a replay. I'm still not quite sure.
No.
Anyway, eventually we're going to get the goal kick taken after the goalkeeper wasted a few seconds. It's headed clear by Cooper, and now Smith will chase this one down. It's a header by Berardi. Wasn't the best initially.
No, wasn't it?
Recovered his position, and he gets the ball clear, and that will probably
Just
be
happy to
time
get
up.
that away. That's it.
It is time up. The half-time whistle blows, and Eddie, we said right at the start of this programme, no easy matches in the Championship, and a Rotherham team that were coming here with a bit of confidence and a bit of form, and that is what we've seen.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got to give them credit. I mean, I say to you, Michael, they'll be coming here full of confidence. That Brentford game that they lost 5, that'll be completely at the back of the mind. They will only be thinking about the victories they've had. You know, they've a couple of good victories. So they'll be delighted with how they've performed. They'll be getting in at half-time thinking, well, we were as good as them. We had as many chances as them in the half. We had a lot of possession of the ball. Their passing wasn't great today. Not just as crisp as it has been, you know, giving a few simple balls away. So it'll be interesting to see, what the coach does. Will he make changes right away? Or is he going to give the players that are out there the opportunity because they've done well in recent games? He might be thinking, right, I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to make a change just to try and change the flow or the pattern of the game. Because it is intense stuff. It's not as if we're dominating the game. I mean, they're breaking at us, and they've had a few chances. They're probably the easiest chance of the game, no doubt about that, and they want to hit the post. But, they should have scored. So they'll be getting in the dressing room, and they'll be quite happy with how things are going. They'll be a bit disappointed as the away side. They'll know one up, because that would have given them something to hold on to,
And the chances, or the best chance that they had, came about because Leeds undid themselves.
Yeah, too many passes at the back. Just too many today, I think. It's okay the goalkeeper getting in and playing it short. But once you play it short, you can't play it short when you get a there shouldn't have been any question. It shouldn't have hit the defender. You know, he should have scored with the header direct. He had the whole goal to head it, and he headed it straight at the defender, and he's just behind the line. He handballed it anyway. So, but the thing is, Michael, the most important thing is the ball ends up in the back of the net.
Eventually, the referee is, you said, Eddie, must have been his assistant that gave it eventually, because he initially pointed for.
I don't know what he did.
A goal kick potentially. Anyway, eventually he gave the goal, and Luke Ayling was able to wheel away and celebrate. And the Leeds fans join in and celebrate as well. Well, we'll see what Rotherham are made of now, because we were impressed by them in the first 45 minutes. They worked hard, they created chances, but they didn't take those chances. Leeds have now taken one. Third time of asking within the move. Ball comes out from the goalkeeper, Bailey.
I still don't think that's a great kick. You know, like, you're putting people under pressure there, you know. Palmer's it's got to be an immaculate touch to control that before the defender gets to him.
Well, it was a massively delayed decision by the referee. Goal line technology in the Championship. No VAR. We'll perhaps experience VAR in the Carabao Cup if we get a tighter Premier League round later on in the season. Well, tremendous noise around the place now. And Leeds have some defending to do, though. Because Will Vaux, it is, with this throw-in. Vaux hurls that ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and it will come to Bailey Peacock-Farrell. And Peacock-Farrell looking to try and move this ball quickly. Kicks it long this time, looking for Kemar Roof.
Bit too quick, that, though. You've got to give players a chance to go up there.
Viner, the
it's
fullback.
just going to come straight back to you, that.
He was back. Forward towards Smith. Smith with another touch back here to Palmer.
It's another instance of him holding the ball up well for his team, getting them in the game.
Vaux plays it on here to Raggett, and Raggett's ball forward leads to a Leeds free kick here. Foul by Williams on Cooper. So free kick is going to be a few yards outside. Taken by Calvin Phillips. Phillips into Gaetano Berardi. Leeds lead by a 1-0 then on LVU TV. Goal scored at the start of this second half. Forward and headed away by Richard Wood, the Rotherham captain. It's over on the far side of the pitch, right by the throw-in line there, and it will be a corner kick. And now Rotherham, their game plan rather undone.
It is, yeah.
Having now to come from behind, having set themselves up defensively. They did, as we said though, create plenty of chances in the first half. Smith wins that header again, on by Williams, looking for Palmer, won there by Calvin Phillips. Little header on from Saiz in towards Alioski. Had a little look at Alioski and should have just gone with it. In the end, it's cleared away by Taylor, who's on a yellow card, remember, for Rotherham. Douglas and Cooper combining. Cooper to Calvin Phillips. Phillips to Berardi. 54 on the clock. Calvin Phillips again. Here's Douglas. He's got the run of Alioski outside of him. Saiz in the middle. Phillips once more. Phillips plays it back to Cooper. Cooper on the halfway line to Phillips. Phillips. And Click involved as well. Now Douglas. Patient build up this from Leeds. Now Phillips looks to ping it from a central position wide to the goal scorer Ayling on the right hand side. Berardi. That's a good ball, that. And Berardi's continued his run. He's got the return one as well, up towards Kemar Roof. Roof plays that ball out wide. Hernandez then plays it out wide here to Saiz. Saiz, his cross in towards the back post. Douglas heads that ball back across goal. Kamal Roof was the target.
Yeah,